Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Jeanette from the library. I have a fun story and craft for us to do today. This book is called Officer Buckle and Gloria by Peggy Rathmann. Gloria is a police dog and she helps Officer Buckle every day. So let's share the story together, and at the end I'll show you a fun craft you can try at home. Officer Buckle knew more safety tips than anyone else in Knappville. Every time he thought of a new one, he thumbtacked it to his bulletin board. Safety tip number 77. Never stand on a swivel chair. You can see what happens there. Looks like he stood on it and fell right off. Officer Buckle shared his safety tips with the students at Knappville School. Nobody ever listened. Sometimes there was snoring. You see the kids not listening and falling asleep. Afterward, it was business as usual. Mrs. Topple, the principal, took down the welcome banner. "Never stand on a swivel chair," said Officer Buckle. But Mrs. Topple didn't hear him. See her standing on the chair just like he did. Then one day, Knappville's police department bought a police dog named Gloria. When it was time for Officer Buckle to give the safety speech at the school, Gloria went along. "Children, this is Gloria," announced Officer Buckle. "Gloria obeys my commands. Gloria sit," and Gloria sat. She's in the police car and going with him to the school. Officer Buckle gave safety tip number 1. Keep your shoelaces tied. The children sat up and stared. You could see Gloria standing up to help give that safety tip. Officer Buckle checked to see if Gloria was sitting at attention. She was. Safety tip number 2, said Officer Buckle. Always wipe up spills before someone slips and falls. The children's eyes popped. Officer Buckle checked on Gloria again. "Good dog," he said. Officer Buckle thought of a safety tip he had discovered that morning. Oh, so there's Gloria showing what happens if you fall on your head. And then when he checks on her, oh no, she's just sitting nicely. Never leave a thumbtack where you might sit on it, the audience roared. There's Gloria showing what happens if you sit on a thumbtack. Officer Buckle grinned. He said the rest of the tips with plenty of expression. The children clapped their hands and cheered. Some of them laughed until they cried. Officer Buckle was surprised. He had never noticed how funny safety tips could be. After this safety speech, there wasn't a single accident. Looks like the kids are finally listening. The next day, an enormous envelope arrived at the police station. It was stuffed with thank you letters from the students at Knappville School. Every letter had a drawing of Gloria on it. Officer Buckle thought the drawings showed a lot of imagination. His favorite letter was written on a star-shaped piece of paper. It said, "You and Gloria make a good team. Your friend, Claire. P.S. I always wear a crash helmet. Safety tip number 7. She wrote on a nice star piece of paper. Officer Buckle was thumbtacking Claire's letter to his bulletin board when the phone started ringing. Grade schools, high schools, and daycare centers were calling about the safety speech. "Officer Buckle," they said, Our students want to hear your safety tips. And please bring along that police dog. Officer Buckle told his safety tips to 313 schools. Everywhere he and Gloria went, children sat up and listened. After every speech, Officer Buckle took Gloria out for ice cream. Officer Buckle loves having a buddy. So there they are doing their speeches together. And then Gloria is being a little bit sneaky. Officer Buckle isn't looking, but she's signing autographs for all of the children. Then one day, a television news team videotaped Officer Buckle in the State College auditorium. There they are. When he finished safety tip number 99, do not go swimming during electrical storms, the students jumped to their feet and applauded. Bravo, bravo, they cheered. Officer Buckle bowed again and again. Oh, Gloria's being a little bit sneaky. That night, Officer Buckle watched himself on the 10 o'clock news. So you can see him eating popcorn and watching TV with Gloria. The next day, the principal of Knappville School telephoned the police station. Good morning, Officer Buckle. It's time for our safety speech. Officer Buckle frowned. I'm not giving any more speeches. Nobody looks at me anyway. Oh, said Mrs. Topple. Well, how about Gloria? Could she come? Someone else from the police station gave Gloria a ride to the school. Gloria sat on stage looking lonely. Then she fell asleep. So did the audience. After Gloria left, Knappville School had its biggest accident ever. So you can see Gloria on stage all by herself. She doesn't know what to do. It started with a puddle of banana pudding. Splat, splatter, sploosh. Everyone slid smack into Mrs. Topple, who screamed and let go of her hammer. Uh-oh. The next morning, a pile of letters arrived at the police station. Every letter had a drawing of the accident. Officer Buckle was shocked. At the bottom of the pile was a note written on a paper star. Officer Buckle smiled. The note said, Gloria missed you yesterday. Your friend Claire. P.S. Don't worry, I was wearing my helmet. Safety tip number 7. Aw, Gloria missed her friend. Gloria gave Officer Buckle a big kiss on the nose. Officer Buckle gave Gloria a nice pat on the back. Then Officer Buckle thought of his best safety tip yet. I wonder what it's going to be. Safety tip number 101. Always stick with your buddy. Aw, they make a really good team together. That was a nice story. For our craft today, it's something right out of the book. My craft table and show you guys. You can make your own paper stars and put your own safety tips on there, whichever one you think is most important. So to start, you can use any paper you have at home, construction paper, notebook paper. I found a plain piece of paper, and I just traced a star on there. After you trace your star, you can just cut it out, just a plain little star. I wanted to make mine colorful, so I colored it green. So I colored the whole thing first. Then I thought of a good safety tip. I thought a good one was always wash your hands. I thought that was a good idea. And then my son Jimmy gave me his safety tip too. He wanted to make a blue star. And his safety tip is look both ways before crossing the street. I know we've been having some nice days and it's nice to get outside and go for a walk, but always make sure you look both ways first. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this story and craft. I hope you get to try it at home with your families. And I hope we can all see each other again soon at the library. Bye.